decided, okay, let's start a robotics team. So this robotics team will actually teach young students or female students that, you know what, this is not a male-dominated space. You could actually come into the space and do magical things. It's not only for males. So we taught them robotics. Students would learn the basics of programming and how to actually code using that software and make robots move from one place to another.
Interesting.
Fun fact is that they actually went for a competition in Rwanda and took first place.
Wow.
Whilst I was here in Ghana. And that's a very amazing thing. And they're doing wonderful thing in that space. Those kids are doing great things. And I feel like if we as the older generation, we actually go out and make sure that, you know what, there are people in the space that are doing great things so that these kids can look up to them. It will be one thing to know that, you know what, there are female leaders in this space. So I don't need to actually shy away into going into computer science or any other engineering course. That would be one thing that I feel like.
Well, that is interesting. And seeing the people you've impacted that are going out doing amazing things, I think you feel so proud of yourself, feeling fulfilled. That's something maybe I want to start in Cameroon.
Please invite me also. Please invite me.
Maybe we should start something like that, right? Hey everyone, you're very much welcome to Elevate with Miranda. I'm always excited to have you on the show, and today I'm taking you again to Southern Africa, to no other place than Botswana. Today I have with me my own special friend from Botswana. She's a woman in tech and the CEO of Afro Products. She'll be sharing with us her experience, and maybe you want to become a CEO like her, or you want to start a company, or you want to visit Botswana. She's here to tell you everything you need. And this is Tumisang Swabi.
Thank you, Miranda.
Yeah, I'm so happy to have you on the show. Can you just start by just introducing yourself? Tell us something about you, and I'd like to hear a fun fact about Tumisang.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Tumisang Swabi, and I'm from Botswana. A fun fact. Let's see. Okay, fun fact. I sleep a lot.
Oh.
Yes. I sleep a lot, yet I'm not lazy. There's a difference.
Yeah, there is.
There's a difference. So yeah, that's one fun fact about me.
Interestingly, I think my best times are my sleeping times. When it's like getting to maybe 11 p.m. time to sleep, I'm so excited thinking about the dreams I have.
Like, you get to be rejuvenated. You get to sleep. You get to think about everything that happened during the day and just reflect, and you know that you have some peace of mind.
Of course, of course. Now tell us a bit about your journey. I know you are the CEO and the co-founder of Afro Products. Can you tell us about your journey? And also you are a developer, right? So just tell us what brought you this path into tech development and even starting your own company.
Okay, thank you for the question, Miranda. So I grew up in a family that literally valued education. I think every African child has literally heard the statement which says education is the key to success.
Yeah,
I think every African child has heard this statement, and I hated it growing up. But my father always told me, your education, your knowledge is the only thing that you can take to your grave. And to me, I was always like, I hate school. Why do I need to go to school? It's something that I hated all my life, and I still hate it. And growing up, I learned that, you know what, your primary level, your junior level, your secondary level is just a continuation. You can literally learn it on your own. And that's when I decided, you know what, I'm going to script grades. So for my primary level, which we call it primary school living education or examination, I skipped the last level because I was like, you know what, I can learn this on my own. So I skipped the last level. And then for my junior school also, I skipped the last level. And then, which rather than having 3 years of junior school, I only did 2 years.
Wow.
Which led me now to my senior level. And senior level, I got to experience one of the best experience ever, which is a class which were, I think, 40 students, and majority were girls. So in that class, I think 10 10 students were male students. And to us, we thought that, oh my God, there are going to be a lot of petty fights. There's going to be a lot of drama because there are a lot of girls in this class.
They'll be fighting over guys.
We genuinely thought that it's going to be like that. But no, that class literally changed my perception and literally molded me into the person that I am right now.
Wow.
So we challenged each other. And I think 90% of the girls in that class literally journeyed into the engineering courses or in engineering degrees.
Wow.
So after my senior level, I decided, okay, which engineering course should I do? I actually researched and I found that, oh, there's something called computer engineering. And then there's one school or one university in Botswana, which is Botswana Accountancy College. So I managed to get enrolled and I got accepted. And I will say this, I was traumatized.
Wow.
Those 4 years, I was traumatized.
I
was traumatized because first of all, it was more of theoretical rather than practical.
Yeah.
Those 4 years were magical. I was part of the top 10 best students on the cohort, and I really enjoyed it. I got out of my comfort zone. I learned programming, and then after that, I decided, okay, that's really interesting. But now I'm not finding a lot of female leaders in this industry.
Yeah.
Why is it like that? So I decided to take it up on myself and some few other ladies to say, okay, let's start some few programs. We started with a robotics clubs with junior school female students. We taught them robotics and then also partnered with the government to actually help young students from the grassroots level to learn robotics and any other programming language.
Wow.
And then also I managed to start my own business because I was like, I'm a very experimental child. Like, I'm a very experimental person. I don't like sitting down and not doing anything. So I was like, let me just experiment and start my own business.
Yeah.
And that's what led me to actually start Occlusion. So Occlusion is more of a fintech company, and we help what you call here a SUSU or group savings group, to actually gather the savings and put them down without actually having to open bank accounts, because in my country, opening a bank account is very difficult, especially if you're in an informal sector. So actually help them to gather their money and then save it up through our mobile application. And then after that, I heard about MEST, which led me to meeting Miranda. Yes. So here I managed to co-found Afro Products with some amazing co-founders, Grace Oliver, Ezekiel Kitana, and Samjo Sajat. We are from 4 different regions of the continent, and we are here to actually prove that Africans can actually make it.
Oh, Africans can make it.
Yes.
So me, that is your profile. I didn't know this about you. I didn't know you had so much to share, and I'm very interested about the robotic part. But the thing is, when you were sharing, I could relate so much with your story because I saw some things like in my primary education, I also skipped the last class, and also I did computer engineering in the university 4 years as well. But for us, there were more of the guys in class, like only a few ladies, and I know how challenging it was. Like, I felt like giving up several times for so I could really relate to what you're doing. But can you share, have you had some challenges apart from the school, maybe starting a business in the entrepreneurship journey? Have there been some real challenges you faced and maybe you felt like you want to give up on this journey? Can you just share if you have some real examples to share with us?
Okay. So I think one challenge for me is that I'm a very reserved person. I like doing things, but on my personal time or personal space. I don't like being put on the spotlight. So I think that's one thing that was a challenge for me, because with entrepreneurship, you literally have to push yourself out there. So I think one challenge was pitching for Orange. I think you guys have Orange.
We do.
So Orange is one of the biggest telcos in Africa. So I had to pitch to Orange, and I fumbled because I was in front of investors, in front of new people, a new environment, and I was just there like, oh my gosh, I'm outside my comfort zone. I had heart palpitations, I couldn't breathe. But then I had to actually learn that, you know what, you chose this path, and you're a very big girl. God will not put you in this position if you actually not worth it. So put on your big panties and go onto this path and literally pitch. So the first time I failed because I was literally nervous. And then I tried the second time and they were very receptive. They sat me down and said, you know what? We loved your idea. just calm yourself down and pitch. I pitched my heart out.
Oh my.
And I got the funding. Okay, so this is not so bad.
Yeah.
It's all my perception and all in my mind that, oh my God, am I fumble? But all you have to do is just be positive.
Yeah.
And know that this is your business. Nobody knows it better than you. So push your heart out. And I did exactly that, and I got funding.
Ah, interesting. And I've seen you pitching. You do so well pitching to talking in public speaking. Let me say. But how did you do at that point in time? How did you do to overcome maybe the stage fright? I know beside your business, you know your stuff. But seeing people looking at you, I know that a lot of people going through that same challenge. So can you just tell us maybe 1 or 2 tips how you handled that situation?
Okay.
Yeah.
I think the first thing is practice your pitch. Right. Make sure that you know everything, even if you don't know the exact word by word. At least know what you want to say about the slide. That's one thing that you need to know. And second of all, I think take time to breathe. Smile. Smile. So one of my friends taught me this. If you fumble or maybe you forget 1 or 2 words, just smile.
Yeah.
And then continue.
Yeah.
You'd actually calm yourself down and know that, you know what, I got this. Right? And then the other thing is, I think, don't literally look at people's eyes, direct contact, or just find one person that you feel like, okay, I can literally put my attention to this person, but move around also so that people do not see that your attention is only on one person. So just move around, but also find somebody that you're comfortable with. Keep smiling with them so that they could calm your nerves down. That's some of the few things or some of the few tricks that I use.
Interesting. And one other thing I do is I drink water before any pitch.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it helps a lot. That is so insightful. The smiling part is something I'll do in my next pitch. Now tell us, what are your key learnings? You've shared your journey in text, in school, maybe starting a business and so on. Are there some key things you've learned on your journey which you want to share with us?
Key things, I think, step out of your comfort zone. I think we all like our comfort zone and we feel like, okay, I'm comfortable here.
Yeah.
This is my playing ground. I don't need to try anything new. Sometimes you need to step out of your comfort zone because you don't know who you'll meet. You don't know what will happen next. Maybe you'll find your next millionaire, your next husband.
Oh, your next husband. That means they should be the first husband, then you see the next husband.
You don't know, hey? You don't know. So another key learning is that, honestly, your network is your net worth. I think we've all heard about this.
Yeah.
It's always been spoken about, but your network is your net worth. The people you meet along your entrepreneurship journey, the people you make friends with, those are the people that are going to hold you down. When you are down, when you are up, every single time that you need help, those are the people that will be there to your rescue. So I think the people that you meet along your way, make sure that you actually value them and keep them close to you.
Wow.
Peace.
That is so interesting, especially like saying step out of your comfort zone. I know for introverts it's usually very challenging.
Very challenging.
You just want to be yourself. For me, this is one thing I've learned. I've learned so much this year. Like most often, I just like to be in my room, do my thing. But you have to be intentional about putting yourself out there, expose yourself, let people know about you. And the funny thing is, people have that so talented, right? Even ladies, you have a lot of talent, but nobody knows. Like, so you need to advertise yourself. Let me say that. So that is so interesting. Can you tell us a bit? And guys, if you are liking this content, Tumisang is sharing a lot with us. So please make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Okay, and of course, I would like you to subscribe to the channel so you get notified whenever we post another interesting content like this one. Okay, now tell us a bit about the robotics stuff for ladies.
Okay, so with the robotics, we partnered with one of the computer science teachers in Kale Hill. So the teacher is actually one of the advocates for STEM. She sits on the curriculum board in Botswana, and then she's advocating to have programming languages in primary, junior, and senior level education, which is one of the biggest things that I feel like it needs to be implemented. Students or children shouldn't be introduced to programming languages at university level. It should start at grassroots level, whereby when you're in primary school, you'll be actually learning HTML, the basics, so that when you proceed, you actually know that, okay, I can build a site using HTML and CSS, which are the basics. So we partnered with her, and then we decided, okay, let's start a robotics team. So this robotics team will actually teach young students or female students that, you know what, this is not a male-dominated space. You
Yeah.
could actually come into the space and do magical things. It's not only for males. So we taught them robotics using a robotics software. So it's just a basic software that students would learn the basics of programming and how to actually code using that software and make robots move from one place to another.
Interesting.
And then fun fact is that they actually went for a competition in Rwanda and took first place.
Wow. Wow.
Whilst I was here in Ghana. And
Oh
that's a very amazing thing. And they're doing wonderful thing in that space. I want, like, those kids are doing great things. And I feel like if we as the older generation, we actually go out and make sure that, you know what, there are people in the space that are doing great things so that these kids can look up to them. It will be one thing to know that, you know what, there are female leaders in this space. So I don't need to actually shy away into going into computer science or any other engineering course. That would be one thing that I feel like.
Well, that is interesting. And seeing the people you've impacted that are going out doing amazing things, I think you feel so proud of yourself, feeling fulfilled. That's something maybe I want to start in Cameroon.
Please invite me also. Please invite me.
Maybe we should start something like that, right? And tell us a bit about Botswana. I read an article. They say Botswana, they promote a lot of female maybe entrepreneurs in Botswana, and the government, the population is not that huge. So just tell us a bit about it. If maybe I can consider starting something in Botswana.
Please, we are very open to foreign investments. Please come to Botswana. So Botswana is a very small country with a population of about 2.7 million people. And the leaders are doing amazing things. I won't lie. So our current president is actually advocating to move from a resource-based economy to a knowledge-based economy, meaning that you use your knowledge, your software skills to build products, to actually offer services rather than relying on resources like minerals as we've been doing, because you know that Botswana is one of the biggest producers of diamonds. So rather than relying on minerals and resources, let's rely on our knowledge and our skills. So we've been promoting entrepreneurship, that okay, please, since our population mostly dominates the youngsters, so we've been promoting that, look, let's actually drive the young generation into entrepreneurship. Let them create jobs for other people. So there are programs like Botswana Innovation Funds that actually funds these entrepreneurs. The local enterprise authority also has a funding program for these entrepreneurs, and then there are a lot of programs that the government has actually implemented to help young entrepreneurs to actually reach a wider market and actually implement their services or their products.
Wow, that is so interesting. And anyways, I'll do my research to know more about this. Okay, now you've shared a lot with us, to me. I really appreciate the knowledge, even about like the business ideas you've given us right now, and maybe opportunities to impact the younger generation. I'm so grateful for that. And now, just maybe to round up, can you just maybe, I know that a lot of people, they especially ladies, they want to get into tech, they want to start something big, but maybe they're shying away, or maybe they're introverts, right? Or they don't even know where to get started from. You had the privilege of doing computer engineering in school. There are others, maybe they did not even do computer engineering, but they want to get into the tech space. What advice will you give to such a person?
Okay. I think the first advice would be, get out of your comfort zone. I know your comfort zone is literally one of your safe spaces, but get out of your comfort zone. Try something new. Even attending events, start with attending events. Meet people that are new, that you haven't interacted with. They might give you ideas, business ideas, or just ways you could try to find a new job or anything that is new, that is out of your comfort zone. So that's one thing. Get out of your comfort zone, start attending events. There are a lot of events, a lot of networking events in Botswana that you could start attending. I think the Stambik Accelerator, there is this accelerator in Fairgrounds whereby it mostly hosts tech events. You could just go there, sit down and listen to all of the amazing speakers there who are actually sharing about their life, their journeys. Sit down, ask them questions. They are literally nice people. You could interact with them. And then the next thing is, like I said, I hate this, but education is the key to success. Learn new skills, right? Learn new skills, even if it's not tech, but digital marketing, something that will improve your CV and also your knowledge. Learn something new. Keep learning. Be teachable. that's something that I'll tell people to actually try and implement in their daily lives.
Wow, thank
Yeah.
you so much. And you know, you say we should people should expose themselves out there, attend events, and you spoke about your network. The thing is, one thing I love about your story is that you say you're surrounded with the right people, the ladies, they inspired you, right? So it's important to find yourself among the right people who can inspire you. And one thing, if in your family you don't have people maybe that can push you to do those amazing things, go out and attend events. You see like-minded individuals. That's where you get to see people, you listen to their story and you get inspired. You want to do big things, right? So I really support what Tumisang is saying. So just put yourself out there. And I know you can get it. And the amazing thing is that she is here to mentor you, right? Yeah, you feel free to connect with her. Her LinkedIn link is in the description section below. Click it, connect with her, ask her questions. If you're in Botswana, you don't know where to get started, or you have children and you want them maybe to be mentored into tech, she is here to guide you along the way. And also, if you want to collaborate in any software development project, I'm sure she has something to do on that, right? So thank you so much, Sumi. I just want you to share maybe a last word in Botswanan language. How do they call the Botswanan language?
Setswana.
In Setswana.
Yes.
Maybe a last word. And maybe first of all, tell us like something. I want to visit Botswana. Just tell me a place I should go to, like when I get to Botswana.
Okay, first place, Okavango Delta. You'll be able to sleep under the stars.
What do you mean?
Yes, it's a desert, but it's really nice.
Wait, just explain. Sleeping under the stars,
Sleeping under the stars. So
like,
it's more like a saw pen. Though literally, it's not cold, it's not hot. They'll just lay a mattress, and then you'll be able to sleep on that mattress under the stars. It's very cool. It's very nice.
Oh my God!
You'll be able to experience the nature and feel serenaded. It's a nice view. Please come to Botswana. That's the first place that you go. And then we have an elephant sanctuary in Maung. I think you'd love that. If maybe you haven't seen any elephants, not saying that you haven't seen them, but please, the baby elephants, they're so nice and cute.
Oh my!
Please come. And then we also have the Chobe region. Chobe is where the wildlife is. You'll be able to see the Big Five if you haven't seen the Big Five. So yes, those are the 3 places that I advise you to come.
Oh my! If you want to go to Botswana, let's plan this trip together. Reach out to me. Let's go. Let's do it. And I just say something in Setswana.
Okay,
It's not in what language?
Setswana.
Setswana language.
Yes,
okay.
Dumelang ko lapeng. Ke nna Tumisang Swabi and ke na le Miranda Anya. Ke leboga gore ebe le tlile le tlo gore reetsa. Kopa le subscribe to the channel and gape kopa le mo rotloetse. Thank you. Ke a leboga.
Thank you. I heard everything you said, and she is right. Thank you so much, and to subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Tumisang. You've been amazing.
Thank you, Miranda, for having me.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.